Hi, I'm Yair Har-Oz, and the Korea WUDC team asked me to make a video on note-taking. I want to start by explaining what I think are the main goals we should be trying to achieve with our notes. First of all, we want our notes to be as detailed as possible. Our memory isn't perfect, and details we may not think are important when they're being said may become important throughout the debate. And it's very useful to have those details when going over it in the panel discussion. Secondly, we want to be able to easily go over our notes and remember what happened in each speech at the end of the debate, during discussion, or when giving feedback. Finally, the act of note-taking should make it easier for us to process and remember what happened in the round. This, to me, is the most critical goal. It's also the most individual. The things that help me process and remember may not be the things that help you process and remember. Play around with it, see what works for you. And if the goals I mentioned earlier strongly come at the expense of this, they're less important. Clearly, goals 1 and 2, detailed and easy to glance over, come at the expense of one another, which is why I suggest taking notes on 2 pages or files if you're using a laptop like I do. In the first one, maximize writing as much detail as possible. In the second one, only write critical notes and bottom lines. For my note-taking, I use Excel. Wrong screen, sorry. My first detail-oriented spreadsheet has a tab for each team. Each speaker gets a column, and I write what they say in short sentences. I mark the statement that they're rebutting in red. I made a keyboard shortcut for this because it saves me time. And I mark point titles or important things that they've said in bold. My comments on these short sentences will be in a column right next to it, short and to the point, just to help me remember what I was thinking when they said it, if they were missing any critical information or something like that. At this point, I've been judging long enough that I don't really think about what I'm writing. I concentrate on the round, and my typing is mostly disconnected from that. It just kind of helps me process. Then, once they reach a bottom line, I'll write that out on the second spreadsheet. Over here, I just write bottom lines and the thoughts that I have on bottom lines that they give. Now, just for the sake of clarity, bottom line doesn't mean the point title or anything like that. It means the actual links they've proven and how that affects the debate. If there's something I feel that's important in making the call between 2 teams, like the opening half here, I'll write it out over here on the bottom. One final thing, note-taking is a learned skill. I remember going over notes I took in my first year, and they often just said, good analysis on X, which wasn't particularly helpful. I recommend watching some video debates, judging them, taking notes, and then going over your notes to see what you missed and why. It gets better the more you practice it and the more you do. Hope that helped, and good luck.